Halo, halo Fitsmania, kita kali ini akan membahas tentang resistensi insulin dan ada 7 cara bisa menurunkan resistensi insulin ini. Video ini dibawakan oleh Dr. Eric Berg. Ya. Bagi yang penasaran bagaimana caranya menurunkan resistensi insulin dan apa itu resistensi insulin itu sendiri, silakan tonton terus video ini. Selamat datang di channel BINARAGA.NET bersama saya, Jo Pengaku, biasa dipanggil nama Jo JP atau JP, yang biasa membahas tentang nutrisi, latihan, dan produk seputar fitness. Jangan khawatir, video ini telah kita sematkan teks bahasa Indonesia supaya Anda bisa lebih mengerti karena video ini dalam bahasa Inggris. Ya. Apa saja 7 caranya? Silakan simak terus. Dan apakah cara ini bisa permanen? Ya. Tonton terus videonya.
Let's talk about the 7 things that can make you more insulin sensitive. Now, what does that mean, insulin sensitive? Well, to understand it, you have to understand the opposite of that, which is insulin resistance. And that's a situation where your cells, the receptor for insulin, is blocking insulin. So it's not allowing insulin to go into the cells. So we don't have the function that insulin should have normally. So then the body doesn't get the signal, so it starts putting more and more and more insulin out. So sometimes you have between 7 and 9 times the amount of insulin in your body because of insulin resistance. And insulin is very, very important, not just in regulating blood sugars, but also in helping you absorb nutrients and keeping insulin at a normal level. So like I said before, the more insulin resistance you have, the more insulin you're going to have, the more problems you're going to have. You're going to gain weight. In the presence of insulin, you can't lose weight, and your body's going to be storing and converting carbs into fat. So what we want to do is we want to reverse this and improve insulin resistance by making insulin more sensitive, okay? Resistance training. So this is the type of workout that you'd want to do to get the maximum results. And I put a link down below to give you more data on this type of workout. However, you can actually do long walks, which also will help, but this is actually more powerful. Okay, number 2, fasting will improve insulin sensitivity. At the very minimum, you want to fast for 16 hours with an 8-hour eating window, because the body is not depending on glucose anymore. It is burning your own fat. And so it's giving the pancreas a chance to heal and work correctly. All right, number 3, decrease inflammation. So if you get rid of inflammation, you make insulin more sensitive. And I put a link down below of all the things that you can do to reduce inflammation. But of course, fasting will be the biggest trigger. But you can also do vitamin D as well. Reducing glucose will make insulin sensitive again, and that's the low-carb diet. That's the healthy keto. All right, number 5, increasing sleep. Increasing sleep will do several things. Number 1, it reduces stress. It reduces this hormone cortisol. You will also be fasting when you're sleeping. And people that don't get enough sleep have blood sugar issues, mainly because of the spike in cortisol. So that leads us to number 6, decreasing stress and cortisol. Cortisol actually releases sugar from your liver, so it's going to spike sugar. It will also turn your muscles into sugar and create insulin resistance. So the opposite of that, keeping cortisol low, will make insulin more sensitive. All right, number 7, vegetables, and I'm talking about the fiber, which is consumed by the microbes. These microbes eat the fiber. They make this thing called butyrate, which improves insulin resistance and makes insulin more sensitive. So those are the 7 things, and there's some additional things too: apple cider vinegar, cinnamon, omega-3, vitamin D. And if you're having the question, what is the difference between making insulin more sensitive and fixing insulin resistance? There's really no difference. They're the exact same thing.
Setujukah Anda bahwa hidup ini adalah pilihan? Kita bebas memilih gaya hidup seperti apa, dan kita bebas memilih makanan yang kita konsumsi, tapi kita tidak bebas dari konsekuensinya. Memang kesehatan bukan hal yang utama, tetapi hal yang utama di dalam tubuh kita tidak bisa diraih tanpa kesehatan. Salah satunya adalah resistensi insulin ini yang bisa menyebabkan banyak masalah di dalam tubuh kita, ya. Darah tinggi, kolesterol tinggi, gula darah tinggi, ya, kegemukan, ya. Dan memang kita tidak mungkin bisa membayar orang melakukan push up, pull up, squat, tetapi kita yang mendapatkan ototnya. Jadi kita yang harus melakukan kepada diri kita sendiri. Saya Jopo bersama BINARAGA.NET. Kami mengajak Anda membangun generasi baru yang lebih cerdas, fit, dan tangguh. Di BINARAGA.NET, kami selalu percaya bahwa setiap orang pasti bisa memiliki tubuh yang ideal dan sehat. Dengan subscribe, like, dan share video ini, Anda turut membantu membangun Indonesia sehat dan kuat. Salam jelas fitness, saya JP.